Coming up on UB Football Insider with Lance Leipold, the Bulls are 1-0 after a big win over Delaware State. They'll try to go 2-0 this weekend. We'll have a preview of the game at Temple. We'll introduce you to the number 2 receiver who is number 1 in touchdown targets. We'll have our top 5 plays and our Karuba collisions. The Bulls are off to a good start. We're ready to get started with UB Football Insider. Shotgun snap, Tyree gonna throw, flips it into the left flat, caught Osborne, 10, 5, Buffalo, touchdown! And once again, a huge hit is put on. Flicks the wrist, throws towards the end zone, it's caught, touchdown! First and goal, fake the handoff, fade, end zone, caught, touchdown! The first touchdown of the season for the Bulls is a rushing touchdown through the air. It's UB Football Insider from inside of UB Stadium following the Bulls' season-opening 48-10 win over Delaware State. I'm voice of the Bulls, Paul Peck, with Bulls radio color analyst Scott Wilson. Bulls did exactly what they needed to do in a game against an FCS opponent, an overmatched FCS opponent. The Bulls wasted no time in showing them that there would be no upsets today.
Yeah, Tyree Jackson, masterful from the get-go. You know, Buffalo came in here and did exactly what they wanted to do. They're going to leave this game with a win. They're going to get an A+ on the report card for this one. On to the next one. Tyree Jackson, 5 touchdowns in the first half of this game, 6 overall. George Rushing, the newcomer, the transfer from Wisconsin, we were all really excited to see him play. 2 touchdowns in the game. All in all, A+ today for the Bulls.
Yeah, Tyree Jackson got a text from his buddy Drew Anderson, who still maintains the school record by 1 touchdown pass over Tyree's 6. But he took another step, I thought, in this game, and just the ability to be cool and calm and in control and find whomever it may be, not always Anthony Johnson, but whomever it may be that's open.
No, it wasn't all Anthony Johnson here today. I mean, KJ Osborne, Tyler Mabry, tight ends got involved. Everybody in that wide receiver core caught a touch or a pass or 2. Some of them multiple touchdowns. Like I said, George Rushing had 2 today. It was really solid all around. No one even got close. Offensive line looked great in this game. No one got close to Tyree Jackson when he was back there trying to sling it around.
Yeah, what a debut for George Rushing, who transfers after missing all of last season at Wisconsin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. You can't beat that. The Bulls were excited about this one. They're off to a 1-0 start. Let's get the post-game reaction from Coach Leipold and the Bulls players.
You know, you saw a starting quarterback come out and play with great confidence. You know, the whole first half. So he had an excellent day, playing the way we need him to play.
Our offensive line did a great job. First off, those guys played their tails off today. You know, we didn't really have an idea of what they were going to do this game. They had new coaches, and those guys did a great job. And then our receiving core is real special. Those guys ran great routes and got open, and you know, tried to get them the ball. That was the easy part.
The last game I played in was Cotton Bowl, a year and a half ago, so it was like, man, just getting out there and getting the jitters out and just having fun.
I mean, we know that, you know, Anthony's going to get a lot of attention, you know, so with coverages, you know. So, I mean, we knew that since coming out of last season, so I just try to make the best of my opportunities, whatever the coverage is. Like, I mean, if that's the way it's going to be, then I just got to step up.
Here we go!
Coach, as we could see, your players were pretty happy, pretty fired up. I know your coaches were as well, too. Did this game go almost exactly as you'd hoped it would?
Yeah, I thought it went very well as far as getting out to that early lead, being able to play a lot of players in the second half, things that we were hoping maybe could happen in an opener against an FCS opponent. But you still got to go out and take care of business. I thought we did a good job doing that.
What does it mean to some of those young players? And boy, you had a chance to play a lot of them, to get into a game, to finally, you know, to get that a little bit of that satisfaction of all the hard work. What kind of a key role moving forward can that be?
Well, it's confidence building for them. I've always felt, no matter where I've been, that it really helps confidence, morale. It helps your next week of practice. And also, it's great for us as coaches to evaluate some of those players in those opportunities.
Yeah, your offense put up a lot of points. Tyree Jackson throws 6 touchdown passes, 5 in the first half. That had never happened here in UB's FBS history. Nobody ever got near him. He looked very calm, looked very cool. He distributed the ball. Are those some signs of what the next step that Tyree is taking in his career?
I think so. All those things that you alluded to, I think everyone had a chance to see. We had very good protection in the game, which gives him even more time to keep going through his progressions. But his confidence in the offense and what we're doing, and his teammates allowed him to, really get the ball spread around and have an excellent day.
On defense, your unit forces 4 turnovers, and I know that's something that you've been focused on with them throughout the whole offseason. How satisfying to see that you had an interception and 3 forced fumbles.
Very satisfying. We talked about it many times, throughout the offseason, is that we did not get to the quarterback enough. We did not create enough turnovers, and to get 4 in the first game is definitely a good way to get it started this season.
All right, so the Bulls are off to a 1-0 start, looking to make it 2-0 against the Temple Owls in Philadelphia. We'll talk with Coach and get the scouting report on the Owls when we return.
Coming up, we take a look at the top plays of the week. And Coach Leipold previews the Bulls' road trip against the Temple Owls. UB Football Insider returns right after this.
Welcome back to UB Football Insider. This segment is presented by CEFQ, changing lives every day.
It's UB Football Insider with Lance Leipold from just outside the Murchie Family Fieldhouse. Tyree Jackson became the first UB quarterback ever to throw 5 first-half touchdown passes in the game against Delaware State. I got a feeling a few of those may be in our top 5 plays.
It's time now for the top 5 plays of the week, brought to you by ECMC, the difference between healthcare and true care. Number 5.
Quick throw, caught 5-yard line. Charlie Jones dives, touchdown! Tyree Jackson's 6th touchdown pass of the game is Charlie Jones' first career score.
Charlie Jones lined up in the slot, turns to his left, and is able to muscle his way into the end zone for his first touchdown in blue and white.
Number 4.
3rd down and 11 from the Buffalo 46. Black under pressure, rush, hit, and sack. Ball comes out, and the Bulls have recovered.
Mack was the first one there. Chuck Harris was the 3rd man in on the sack.
Number 3.
2nd down and 9. Handoff again to Patterson. Starts up the middle, cuts to the left. At the 10, at the 5, still churning, and into the end zone. First career touchdown, Jarrett Patterson.
Really nice run there from Jarrett. He steps through a couple of arm tackles. What quick feet he showed here on this run.
Number 2.
4th and 7, shotgun snap. Tyree in the pocket, got time. Fires the ball towards the end zone. It is caught. Bullseye. It's a Buffalo touchdown. KJ Osborne.
You will not see a prettier fade pass thrown in the college game.
Number 1.
Tyree rolls out to the right, flicks the wrist, throws towards the end zone. It's caught. Bullseye. It's a Buffalo touchdown. Anthony Johnson with the touchdown catch.
Tyree Jackson rolling to his right. Just a little flick of the wrist over the top to Anthony Johnson, who is covered well. That was a next level, holy cow type of throw.
Well, Coach, it's a big test for you. One of the bigger tests of the schedule of the season. A Temple Owls team that finished strong last year, went to a bowl game, is picked to finish 2nd in their division in the American Athletic Conference. Just talk a little bit about this matchup with Temple, what it means, and what you might learn about your team in this game.
Well, I think it's a great matchup, a great scheduling matchup for us to, geographically, a team that used to be in the Mid-American Conference, an area that we love to recruit. So all those things are very beneficial beneficial for us. But it's a football team that's over the years has been highly successful, been a very physical football team, as you alluded to, got off to maybe a slow start at the beginning of the year, finished very strong, a bowl team, won their bowl game, and, we're going to have to play our best football to go down there and compete against them.
Yeah, well, while your team comes off a very confidence-building win, it was the opposite for Temple. They lose to their crosstown rivals, an FCS team in Villanova, 19-17. What did you learn from watching the game tape of what Temple did well and didn't do well?
Well, they did struggle. I don't know if their quarterback played his best game, and I'm sure he's going to bounce back from that. Defensively, they were on the field quite a bit. Give Villanova credit, but when I've looked back at their matchups before, they've been lower scoring games, very close games. So either way, I think their program is going to be ready and bounce back from it, and we can't really read into any scores versus what opponents. We've got to look at how we match up.
You mentioned their quarterback, Frank Newtile, took over midway through the season last year and really is kind of one of the bright young stars of that Temple team. He didn't have a great game, but what have you seen from Newtile and his ability to move the ball around?
Well, again, much like we talked about Tyree at times, is that he's very confident where he's a leader. He's in the command of their offense. He can create some things with his legs when he wants to, but I think again, first game, getting used to everything, timing maybe a little bit off, a little bit out of rhythm, and again, they'll be bouncing back this week.
Defensively, they have sent a number of players consistently to the NFL, and you've seen a lot of the reasons why, haven't you?
Yes, physical, aggressive. I think the thing that jumps out in you on film is really we always talk about the length, the height at the defensive end position, the physicality that they play with their front seven, their front four. Their linebacker crew is very impressive. I really am, probably the strength of their defense, which many defenses would want to be. So again, that's going to be a big challenge for us because we need to kind of get into a better rhythm ourselves from last week in the running game.
All right, and two somewhat oddities to mention about this game. You're playing in an NFL stadium. That doesn't happen very often. And you're playing on grass, which hasn't occurred for a UB team in going back to 2015. Any coaching challenges in either of those for your guys?
Well, yeah, it's so unique that, the rarity of even being on grass. And, we have the luxury to have the artificial surface, which we practice and play on a daily basis. And most youngsters today, I say youngsters, high school players, even younger than that, are usually using them in high schools as well. So it is unique. And to find out how many few players in our current roster have played a game on grass in a while is very unique. But we are going to be able to get out and practice on grass, this week a few times. And I'm sure it'll help us be ready for the game.
All right. Good luck, Coach. It's going to be a good test. It's going to be a fun test in Philadelphia on Saturday.
Thank you very much.
All right, Bulls head coach Lance Leipold, one of the key players who scored 2 touchdowns in the season-opening win against Delaware State, wide receiver KJ Osborne, one of the Bulls' 4 captains. Let's take a little deeper dive into number 8.
My name is KJ Osborne, number 8. I'm a wide receiver here for the UB Bulls.
Pump fakes, steps up, throws down the middle. It is caught. Touchdown!
KJ Osborne has been uncoverable. Wow.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I went to Lincoln High School in Ypsilanti, Michigan. I played football there, ran a little bit of track. Then I transferred down to IMG Academy. When I went to IMG, they really taught me, Coach Green, he really taught me the ins and outs and the craft of the receiver play. So I wanted somebody that kind of reflected Coach E.G. a little bit, somebody that knew the receiver position. I wanted somebody that was experienced, know what they're talking about, continue to teach me, and that had experience.
Throws deep downfield, got a receiver, caught at the 15, at the 10, at the 5. That's a Buffalo touchdown! KJ Osborne!
Coach I, him being at Notre Dame and coaching, like Golden Tate and Mike Floyd and just his background, his experience, and what he presented to me, and just talking to him, I felt like that was a good fit. My role got a little bit bigger when I became a redshirt freshman. Got going early, I got some catches in, and I'm like, all right, this college football, starting to slow down for me a little bit. Going through the season, it's about confidence. Once you find your confidence in yourself, then it definitely comes easier.
KJ Osborne on this punt return. Look out. Osborne inside the 15. Osborne with a leap and finally taken down.
I see that the guys really respect me now more than I thought they actually did. I'm seeing it now. You know, I wake up every morning for a 6 a.m. lift. I can't come in there looking tired. I can't come in there looking sore because they're going to reflect off me. I come in there talking, being vocal, and continue to be a leader and bring you guys on.
Let's do it, man. We out here working, get money.
Extra work, extra work, extra work. That's one thing that that was pushed to me. My mother is really hard working at that time. It was just me, my mom, my sister, and we would be cleaning the car dealership. That would pay our rent. We cleaning that. I'm cleaning that after games, legs sore. You know, sometimes we clean it at night with me and my sister, and it would be hard. And sometimes it was long, but I mean, in my life, that's always affected me that, all right, come on, if my mom can do it, I can do it. If my mom can do it, I can do it. I definitely want to take it to the next step this year. I see guys looking up to me, you know, people that really care for us and want to see us, you know, do good and doing things for us that, you know, just make it nice to be here and makes it when you want to come to the stadium and you appreciate your stuff and it's nice. The indoor things on the wall, decorations, lights, speakers, jerseys, helmets, anything. I mean, it makes you proud to be at UB.
Coming up, we take a test drive with Coach Leipold and Town BMW. And we look back at the big hits against Delaware State. That's next on UB Football Insider.
Welcome back to UB Football Insider. This segment is presented by Town BMW, the official auto partner of UB Athletics.
As the head coach, Lance Leipold gets to make all the decisions, and he gets the privilege of picking the nicest car he wants to drive off the lot of Town BMW. It's time for the head coach edition of Coaches and Cars.
Today we have a 2019 750 X-Drive, so the full size, the flagship BMW, 445 horsepower. This car is a 4.4 liter V8, 0 to 60 in about 4.3 seconds.
We're going to test that too.
We are going to test that,
right.
absolutely. This particular vehicle does have heated as well as cooled seats. So you have, so you can get a nice, a nice refresher in the seat there once you're driving. And you do also have on this vehicle what's known as the head-up display. So you may see right now the speed limit being displayed right up on the windshield.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sure do. That's very convenient.
So what I'm going to do for you right now, to the left of the shifter, I'm going to press it into sport mode. And you'll notice immediately it's a lot more ready to go.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You feel it right away.
Yeah, definitely. So to demonstrate gesture control on the new 7 Series, there's actually sensors right here that shine down right around this area. So you can actually raise or lower the volume right through the flick of the wrist, like I said. So if you want to increase the volume, you're going to go like this. Decrease the volume just like that.
Wow.
Like that to raise the volume.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Wow.
A big hit by Cameron Lewis on the first series of the game set the tone for a Bulls defense that forced 4 turnovers against Delaware State. A lot to pick from as the defense played well. Let's take a look back at the best hits in our Karuba collisions.
Here are this week's Karuba collisions.
From the 45-yard line, give the ball on the handoff to the running back, and he is crushed by Cam Lewis after a 1-yard loss.
Cam Lewis is all over the field here today.
3rd and 4, quick wide receiver screen, and immediately hit is Cam Lewis on the pop of the wide receiver, Quanah Colley. It's a loss all the way back to the 28-yard line.
Well, welcome back, Cam Lewis. What a monster hit on the outside. Read it all the way, had a great drive on the ball, and what a sure tackler Cam Lewis is on the outside.
3-yard gain, fake the handoff, quick bubble screen, and once again a huge hit is put on. It was Cam Lewis again.
It was Hodge and Brandon Williams who flew in there and finished off the job after Cam Lewis pounded him right after he got the ball.
Check out the Bulls on social media and choose your favorite Karuba collision of the week.
Coming up, We take an inside look at the game day experience at UB Stadium. UB Football Insider returns right after this.
This is UB Football Insider, presented by ECMC, the difference between healthcare and true care.
The Murchie Family Fieldhouse behind me continues to get closer to completion, still scheduled to be open in early 2019. It was a great day on the field for the Bulls and Bulls fans, but the big day for the fans started even before kickoff.
First of all, we're outside the Murchie Family Football Center. It is opening day for 2018 UB football. I'm excited. I'm fired up. People are lining up at the gates. Stampede Square is going on full time. So we kick off the season tonight, 6 o'clock against Delaware State.
Great place to be. A lot of fun out here in the sun. Enjoy some good music. Bring the kids out. Let them run around and get ready to cheer on the Bulls towards a victory.
A lot of people here too, like the whole UB community comes out and supports the team, and it's going to be a good one.
I feel like it's the pride of Buffalo, so it's a good time.
We were just at the concert over there. It was awesome. There's a lot of families and everything.
We have plenty of opportunity for family, at Stampede Square. Obviously, thanks for the kids. There's plenty of beverage, there's plenty of food, activities, games, and that's what we cater to here. Obviously, there's an opportunity for families to get out and have that entertainment. So they spend time out there at Stampede Square, then they come in the stadium, and there's elements of that family-friendly atmosphere there. You get to sit back and watch some outstanding football.
The students are coming out, the families are coming out, people are coming out to just enjoy a beautiful day here in Buffalo. Come out, enjoy some football, enjoy the university, and support our local team.
Well, thanks for watching UB Football Insider with Lance Leipold. It's the Bulls in Philadelphia at Lincoln Financial Field on Saturday against the Temple Owls as UB looks to go 2-0 for the first time in their FBS history. It's a 3:30 kickoff that you can hear on the radio on ESPN 1520 and you can see on TV on ESPN3. We'll wrap it up for you and get you ready for another big home game a week from Saturday. That's next week on UB Football Insider.